Mic is off. This is the game's start. Okay, so here we go. First game we're going to watch today is Dull Lazy Leapfrog versus Meek Shocked Pup. Go Meek Shocked Pup, our number one player at the moment. Meek Shocked Pup has decided to go for the Scandinavian. And it's clear Dull Lazy Leapfrog does not know what the Scandinavian is. He didn't take the pawn. This is really unusual to see White's queen moving backwards forwards in the game. Normally it's Black's queen who has to move around and lose a tempo. Because what he should have done was taken the pawn first. Now will White see this? Yep, he did see it. That was lucky. Okay, now White's queen has moved 1, 2, 3 times in the opening, and he's getting behind in the game. Black has now developed 1, 2, 3 pieces into the game. White has only got 1 piece out and is looking like he's going to lose because he's so far behind in development right now. Not really sure what he's going to do from here. Well, he's now decided to get some pieces out. That's nice. Well done, White. And he's going to have to move that one again and lose another tempo. I mean, Black may have extended his pawn a bit too far forward, but should be okay, really, given his significant advantage of development. And now Black can get rid of the... Oh, I better not give him any advice because he's actually in the same room as me, so I won't say what I was about to say next, what white black can do. So I won't say what. I'll put a little arrow. I think this is what black should do. Although he's loading. Oh, big time, nice move like that. It's actually better than what I thought of. But then again, I didn't really think much about it. Yeah, but really, this is not looking good for white. Either the pawns are going to get stuck together in the middle like this, so you're going to double them pawns, or he could actually lose a whole piece if he's not careful. I can see. I wonder if black's thinking of putting this to here, because that bishop move to defend that might allow that free that knight up to then he'd be able to win this piece here. White's thinking hard. I think really the game is almost lost for him already, but at least he's getting some pieces out now. That's interesting. Oh, yep, he's won. Actually, we didn't see. I stupidly didn't see the queen was on here, so he has actually won that piece, or at least on a pawn up. There's only the queen to defend. And white and black's very soon going to end up with a massive attack if he organises himself quickly. I would probably get this out of the way. I say this rather than the actual move because he's in the room, so I don't want to give him any advice. This is on a 30-second delay, so white's not getting any advantage really if he's trying to watch the stream 30 seconds behind. Yeah, that doubling up was nice, but it's not. It's now been blunted somewhat. Now, if I was black, I'd almost although you could have just moved that straight away. Get back in. Oh yes. Unfortunately, he didn't spot this. Black spotted that very quickly. Game over. Okay. Black's needing to charge up his computer. He might still lose this game through lack of power. Will he run out of power before he wins the game? This is the question. And this is looking good. Oh, and this and this. It's all over really now. Yeah. Okay, white swapping off pieces. Probably had to do that really, otherwise he was going to get mated very quickly. But once you start swapping, you're just getting further behind. You know, and then you can. He's just got to be careful of this. If white actually gets the opportunity to do that, that might upset black a little bit. Right. White's assembling his pieces a little bit better now. Ooh, something nice for white here. So there could be a trap. God, this game's so much easier. I've stopped playing myself in these streams because I've realised I'm not good enough to commentate and play at the same time. Oh, it's a shame he didn't spot it. He didn't spot it. Just going for the pawn grab. Ooh, black's still got to be careful. Still got to be careful. Because if he does this, game over. Okay, black's fairly safe now. Chances of a white victory have now just evaporated. So these two moves are pretty strong. Well, not with that there. And that's a strong move too. That's a game-ending move almost. And this is really stuck here now. In the black, just yeah, simple move. Just do the simple things, win the game easily. Probably just could take this off, keep it really simple. No, it's actually, well, yeah, this is quite simple too. Keeps him pinned. You can just bring this down and do the game easily. And won't have to think, even with time. And you can just get that all the way through. This is going to have to come off the board and sacrifice itself. Really, white should resign in this position. Right, let's go. I don't see. Sorry, just taking the board off the screen. Right, let's just go and look for another game. Because that one's all over. And this one's a little bit more interesting. What's going on here? It looks like white has definitely got the advantage. But given what's gone on before, it's not definite here. You just have to be careful. It's quite tricky to actually think what the easiest moves to do here. I mean, it's fairly easy for white. Really wants to get these two pieces working together. Okay, they're not working together. This is his big advantage, and he really wants to get them working together. But they're not. Rooks are much more powerful when they work together. So I would suggest white does that. Gets them connected, life will be a lot easier. The thing is, black has got 3 pieces around the king. Although it looks like one of them's going to come off the board. Okay, it should be simple for white. It's really hard for black to make now. Especially if white keeps the king on a white square. The chances for black to utilise the black bishop will be tough. And yeah, white's just going to bring these pawns up like this. And he wins on time. Didn't see that. Right, next round. Okay, let's go and choose a game. Okay, let's go and watch the #1 game. Meat Shop Pup versus next. Actually, let's watch somebody other Meat Shop Pup, especially he's in the same room. Let's watch Cold Sharp Pro versus Mad Delicate Draw. This might be a more interesting game. What? Sorry. What was it? What do you think this move is all about? White's decided to try and lose in the second move of the game. I don't think I've ever seen that done before. It's going to be a first. Have a look at this. You won already? No. The number one player is wandering around the room, feeling confident, even in a 5-minute game. That must have been a mouse slip. What? Okay. White is obviously having a bit of fun, or really has no clue. One or the other here. I mean, he's hiding his pieces away in the back rank and saying, "Come on, Black, do your worst." Black, for all of that, actually is trying to take his time over this. I mean, you know, all his pieces are also. Sorry, let's get a better mouse. All his pieces are safely on the back rank, apart from one. So nobody really wanting to try and develop in any sensible fashion here. I don't know what this pawn move is here. If you want to do a pawn move, you really like that. It's just called fianchettoing normally, because you normally have this bishop here. See this bishop? This bishop wants to go where that pawn was. And now, this is looking horrible for White now. He's losing at least one piece, if not two here. So let's give White a little floss. Look, the floss is not working. Let's see if we can get the floss working. Oh, because I haven't got my mouse. Here we go. There we go. A little floss for Black. For good play. Well done, well done, Black. While we're at it, we might even just do a wiggle too. Oh no, not that one. Wrong, wrong one. Wiggle. There we go. Another dance for White's good play. Well done, White. Okay, White's carrying on, even though he's now going to be a queen down and a bishop. That was not. Oh, Black. What did you do there? Why didn't you take the queen? Or has he just found a quicker mate? I don't think he has found a quicker mate. But at least he's got another piece. Okay, he does not deserve a wiggle for that, that's for certain. Should have been a queen up. He's still 8 pawns up at the moment. That's all looking good. And there is a rather nice move here if Black can see it. I think this is looking quite powerful. Oh no, it's not, because the queen comes in and takes it. It's not that powerful. It would have been quite nice if the queen wasn't there, because this queen here would have stopped the pawn taking, and mate would have been following up, but I didn't see the queen could stop it. But that's looking quite dangerous. And the best case scenario for White is he just loses the rook. Ooh, there is a nice little move here that Black can do. I wonder if he can see this. I think this isn't too bad here. White will get out of it. Actually, White can get it. Black can get out of it, but it might just make him think and use a bit of his time. But 13 pawns up, or 12 now. Okay. Nicely done. No, we don't want to download that now. We're talking chess. Right. This is looking nasty. Can you see what, one of these coming to here? Wonder if White can see that. Hopefully he will see that. No, he didn't see it. So White has finally lost his queen. He got away with it earlier. He shouldn't get away with it now unless Black has decided to go soft on him. In fact, there's lots of pieces coming off the board now. I mean, Black's got so many choices. This is quite nice. but I think the resign button. Let's move on and see if we can find another game now. I think this one is fairly in the bag. Let's give a little bit of a celebration to Black for their dominance in this game. So just need to change the cursor so we can do that. There we go. A little boss for Black before we go. Right, let's see how Meat Shop Pup's getting on. Oh, he's not up in material, but he does seem to have the better position. Let's just clear my annotations. Okay, why did I say he's got the better position? Well, although his own king's a bit, he has a habit of leaving in these sorts of games, leaving his king open. So there is possible counterplay for Black to have if he can get his pieces out in the open. But you can see the problem is with Black is he's left these pieces all the back, all at home here. Oh, it's now all gone horribly wrong for Black with that. So he's going to go and exchange down now, as well as the pawn. So nice little move. Well done. Well done, White. A little bit of a celebration. Oh, he managed to get a check first. Oh, Black managed to get out of it. It's not really. He's actually made it worse. In actually, and with all those moves, he's actually made it worse. I think he didn't actually achieve anything. Although he has got that. That's an interesting way to go about doing that. He hasn't made this. Well done, Black. I missed that. I was too busy pressing other buttons to see what Black did to get out of that. I think this is looking good. Ooh, interesting. Nice move, but that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure about that. And I would have done the previous move. I think this would have been better. Oh, nice. Don't think it saves that pawn though. So, but he is good, which is annoying for him. Although he can gather another pawn back. Now you can play this move. Yeah. Now if the king goes anywhere here, he's got this move with the. Well, that doesn't really work. If the king had gone here, it would have been bad. That would have been good. Take this piece out of the game. If you want to. Would pretty much. There's quite a few moves. This piece would not be able to move and would not be in the game. Oh, that's nice. So he's going to bring the rook to here. That was nicely done. I like that. He's going to bring the rook to here. Now the pawn's going to queen. Well, not definite. There is a move Black can do to stop the pawn queening. If only White had done what I suggested earlier, that piece wouldn't have come into the game. And therefore he would have been able to queen the pawn for definite. But it looks like he's definitely got the rook up. And the queen. Yeah, the black bishop may get the knight, but the pawn's coming forward. Just exchange and ends up a rook off out of all of this. And the game is pretty much won. You're not going to win from a rook down. Well done, Black. Do a bit of a celebration for Black and getting to the position where he's going to win the game. And what we'll do, watch, hopefully, what's not Black, White even. Hopefully, White will maybe give us a demonstration of a rook and king checkmate. He's in the room. I'll just throwing that little challenge down to him. It'd be quite nice for some of you to see how you checkmate with just a rook and king, but no, he's going to go for the easy option. Why not? He's only got 1 minute left on his clock. That's interesting. I would have gone all the way to here, but White's made it easy for him anyway. I didn't really make it. Well done. Actually, would have made it. It would have gone quicker if you'd gone the other way anyway. Well done, White. Another round to go. Well, you tend to be the last game if you're playing the best players. Okay. Team Fancy Ferry. We've got to watch this one. Team Fancy Ferry versus Meek Shot Pup. Who's he playing? Excellent. And King Fancy Ferry needs a charger. Interesting. Not the strongest move against Scandinavian by Keen Fancy Ferry there. And not the strongest reply to it either by Black. But it's not a bad reply. Well, I've never seen this variation of the Scandinavian before in my life. White's decided he doesn't want to win this game, I think. He obviously wants to get his laptop to charge soon. He's not enjoying being heckled. Sorry, Black. No, not Black, White even. I keep mixing my colours up today. Actually, White can get a little bit of a few tempos going here. I quite, why doesn't White get this piece to here, forcing this to move somewhere? Okay, and getting an advantage. Oh my God, why did he do that? So he's now just made it harder to move this piece. He says he has a plan. I think he has a plan to lose, is what he has. See, if White has time to do this and then this, it's game over. It really is not looking pretty. I mean, Black could always just go for something simple like doubling these pawns up here to get a significant advantage in position. But I didn't say where he was going to double the pawns, although it's pretty obvious. And also he just moves, so you've got a chance to do something about it anyway, Black. Resign. Black just asked. White just asked for some tips. So I said resign. I'm looking desperately. You're moving too fast and too badly. Oh, that's game over. Okay, let's go and find another game. Oh, White wants us to watch the humiliation. Oh, and he doesn't get any worse than that. He just not only loses the queen, he then adds in the rook in for good measure. So he sorry about laughing at White's demise. He's being quite entertaining about it. Oh dear. Is Black going to even bother getting more than 2 pieces into this game? He doesn't think he needs to. He's probably right on that front. White's just said to Black, you know you're going to lose. He's 14 points down. Oh, what? Nice. Okay, it's all moving so fast I can't keep up here. And okay, 17 down. Let's leave this game now. This one is not in doubt. Let's clear that. Move to another game. Yeah, we're going to another game. We're going to see Mad Delicate Draw, and Murray Maflatov has joined the party. Okay, we'll have to register him as being here. I assume from Russia. So let's register him as in the tournament. There we go. So, what's going on here? The white has a slight advantage in material. I'm trying to work out what's going on here. It's just quite an unbalanced game. And it doesn't look nice with black having his rook back there. It might be a good idea if he can. I don't know if he's castled yet. Or moved his king at all. If black moved his king, let's have a look. We can look through the previous moves. So I know he actually doesn't really want a castle. He just wants to get the king off the back rank somewhere like that. Okay, get the king central, get the rook out. Let's see what he does with this. And white has got this strong passed pawn here. And he really should be making use of that now, rather than faffing around with pieces. Although he might have potential. He might have the potential to get the rook. No. So black has castled. Not a good time to castle, really, endgame. There is no need to castle in this position. And yes, it develops the rook. It would have been quicker if he'd got the rook king off the back rank like I suggested earlier. But black really looks like he's going to lose. I don't understand. You can just make it simple. Not you. White could just make it simple just by queening this pawn. Or at least forcing black to give up a piece. But pun? No, you didn't win. Okay. Black. So, by all accounts, the person who was losing by 17 pawns won the last game. Let's have a look. No, Meat Shot Pup is still on 3 out of 3, so didn't lose the last game. No. Let's go back to our game with Mad Delicate Draw versus Murray Mafetov. And Mafetov is now really doing his best to try and keep this pawn here. And white can just go here and here. And then that rook will have to move, and he can just start advancing the pawn up. Because nothing else is happening in this game. 2.5 out of 3. Someone just asked me how I get 2.5 out of 3. You draw one game and you get half a point. Yeah, but he got 3 instead. There we go. So white's now getting some progress out of his pawn here. Okay, now total game over. There is nothing white can do, black can do here really to stop this game from going white's way. Especially now he hasn't actually done anything about this pawn. Bishop's there. Rook here. Bishop's pinned. Bishop's lost actually. Game over. There's nowhere the bishop can go because of the rook on the king. And the king can't get to the bishop to defend it. So that bishop's just coming off the board. And he's really making it painful by getting the queen at the same time. White being... and he's not even... He's even taking his time over it. There we go. It's not long to mate now. There we go. 1, 2, 3 moves. 2 moves. Mate. 1. And then rook down the back rank and mate. Let's go to the home. See what's going on in the other games. Okay, let's go see Able Frosty Rooster versus Vibrant Taffy, who's about to lose some time by the things. And there's a good reason, because he's down massively in material by 20 points. So we'll leave him to his misery. There we go. Let's go and look at another game. Cold Sharp Pro versus Full Present Guitar. I think we looked at Cold Sharp Pro earlier. Let's see if he's... Doesn't look like he's learned how to develop again. White's just decided What's he doing here? Is he just throwing away a queen there? I suppose he's got 18 seconds left on the clock. That might have something to do with it. Why didn't white just take the queen with the pawn? There's some. I know 16 seconds left on the clock, but seriously, you should have seen pawn takes queen. We just go back to that. Let's go back there. I just want to see if I was being dumb or something. So black plays this move, which basically is giving up the game. No, there's nothing to stop. Why white didn't take with the pawn? Who knows? Who knows? Very, very strange. Okay, are we into the next round yet? No, there's some more games still going. Let's go and look at the bottom game. 15 seconds still on the clock for white here, for Lean Earthy Rocket, who has probably not won a game yet. Will they manage to get their first game here? Not looking like it's going to happen, really. Black is fairly comfortable. He's comfortable on time, comfortable in position, and white just decides to give him another piece for free. So will black checkmate before the 8 seconds up? It looks like it could happen. Queen check there. Queen check there, mate. Oh, he didn't get to do the last mate. What would have been quite nice there is if white has to, he could have gone there, I suppose. Because either place, the queen moves. The queen comes up one square to mate. Queen comes here, that mates. Whether the king goes here or here, queen up mates. Right, let's go back. There's one more game still going on still, and it's a fight against the clock. Will black? Ooh, white's trying to queen pawns. He's keeping his head here, white. I think white's going to win this. Black's just trying to win on time. It's not going to happen. We deliberately added in 1 second per move. What? Oh, you dummy, white. Should have. If you just brought the rook up when the pawn was here, you'd have queened that pawn for definite. And it would have been game over. Oh, well. Black's made it easy. He just gives away the rook. I'm sorry, Black. Although, white's a bit down on time, but if he just moves his pawn up and queens, you can pre-move this all the way to the queen. And he's just shuffling the rook backwards and forwards. Come on, white, just flipping queen the pawn. There, bang. Pre-move it. All you're doing is adding time onto black. Pre-move the pawn to a queen, white, and then checkmate him. But he's not going to hear any of this because we're on a 30-second delay. Okay, well, he's at least getting... okay, well, he can't lose now. White can't lose. At least he's guaranteed a draw, and he's now going to pre-move the pawn to a queen. Maybe not. Okay, White's decided he doesn't want to win this game. He's going to try and lose it on time. He's giving the rook away. He's going to give the pawns away as well. So White has just gone from a stone-dead certain win. Well, actually, Black's not trying to draw it either. He's letting those pawns have a chance to queen. But White's not having any of it. He's not going to queen them pawns. And it's too late now. He's going for the queen. But yes, Black's going to stop him. Now, if Black gets in front of this pawn here, now White can't win. White can't win in this position if Black plays best moves. Okay? Drawn emphasis. At least White couldn't lose that game. Well done, White. Well done, Black, for holding your head a little bit better than White. Let's get out of this game and skip to the new game. What round are we on? We're on round 4. So who should we watch? Round 4. We've watched Mad. Oh wait, Meat Shop Pop's not in first place. Let's go and watch these two. Who's it? Meat Shop versus Toll Trunk. Oh, he's got a nice easy game. Mad Delicate Draw versus Cold. Let's go and watch Mad Delicate Draw versus Cold Swimming Award. And we've got some sort of vaguely resembling a game of chess going on here, which is a nice change. At least we see people fear-checking bishops in the right way. But I'm not sure Black has really given himself a solid position here. He's left his king in the middle here. Okay, and this pawn's all on its own. He hasn't got that Fear and Cheshire bishop in there, so this rook is quite vulnerable at the moment. Okay, all these things to consider. Playing a little bit too fast, Black in this position. White's obviously the better player. Okay, so they're both castled on opposite sides. The problem is for Black is all this space around his king for White to exploit. So White can just attack quite freely and has got the space to attack quite freely Black's king position. So this is looking like White's going to win right now. I probably would have waited and I probably would have got the queen on this diagonal first to back up this attack. Then again, knight moving would have been dangerous as well. So I didn't really have time to look at that. He's taken a few of the pieces away from the Black king, which is nice. But I think he should have got more of his own pieces developed, or at least started the attack with the pawns, one or the other. There's a nice little pin here to be had, but I'm not sure that achieves it very much. I think he's better off. Yes, he's getting the knight out on this side. I think actually moving up the pawns would have been better myself. We might have a look at, if we've got time, we might have a look at this one on the engine to see what the engine suggests in that position. Okay, he's seen that pin. Okay, so Black's decided to try and win a pawn here. But what's going on here? I think White. Oh no, White can't. Black can't win this pawn. He can't play this because Rook here wins the queen. Let's see what happens. Black didn't fall for it. Okay, Black didn't fall for it. Well done, Black. White's exchanging queens. Okay. And offering to exchange queens with a weaker pawn position, probably, because he'll end up with, I suppose, 4 pawn islands compared to Black's 3, which I'm not too sure is a good idea. But Black didn't take it. I would have taken that. Because you'd have basically had a bunch of pawns. Sorry, clear that. You'd have had a bunch of pawns here for White. 1 pawn here, 1 pawn here, 2 pawns. It would have been really hard for White to look after all those pawns. Okay, Black's got 1 pawn on its own, but White was really, really looking like he would have been losing a lot of pawns if they exchanged the queens in that position. So I think Black missed an opportunity there. But White's got to be careful here. He could get mated. Oh, there's a nice little ploy here for a mate here from White. So if the queen takes here, I wonder if Black's seen it. Queen takes. Oh, the queen's there. That's a bit annoying. If the queen comes off, I think White needs to take that. I'm sure. Okay, queen takes, rook checkmate. No, he didn't see it. He didn't. Oh, he had a free pawn there and a checkmate. He missed it. He missed it. So back there, so queen takes pawn, rook checkmate. Now the checkmate possibilities have gone because White has given himself what we call luft, the ability to move the king into space. Unlucky. It's a shame. I bet White would have fallen for that under this 2 minutes 50 seconds. He may or may not fall. At least he'd have got a pawn. Okay, I think Black's got You know what? I think rook here. Yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to suggest that. Rook there. Queen here is looking really strong. Rook here, no, actually, rook in here first is looking quite strong. Although the only problem is the king with the queens on the board is very vulnerable. Okay, he's gone pawn grabbing. That's not a good move. Just lost the queen. And white's seen it. Queen can't move. So he just loses the queen. So white's game now, really. Got better, more pawns, and the queen versus the rook. It's going to be really hard for black to defend this. Well done, white. I'm really intrigued to know whether white would have spotted that little ploy earlier on. Well, all I'm going to do is just have a quick look how the games are panning out. Just get go to sorry, rid of all these dots. Go home. I go to tournaments. Just want to see how the tournaments are going out. So here's the current tournament. Paul Dole, Easy Leapfrog, not having a good day at the office. What's going on here? Interesting. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Right, let's go back to play. And go back to the game. Okay, 2 queens. Game over. Well done, white. Let's just give you a celebrationary dance. What should we have? I think we'll have a floss. There we go. 1 floss for white. Okay, let's see what other games are going on. So, Dry Secret Penny. Let's go and have a look at Dry Secret Penny versus Next Waiting Victory. And close gain on material. And this is an interesting game here. We've got a very interesting game. We've got 2 rooks versus a queen. And I didn't even get a chance to look at it. Because he won checkmate. How did that happen? Let's just go clear. So, oh dear. I was about to go through all the intricacies of the imbalance between 2 rooks versus a queen. Didn't get a chance. Because white showed that his queen was too strong for the 2 rooks. So let's have a look at another game. Abel Frosty Rooster versus Old Micro Mamba. Oh dear, that's a shame. And it looks like Micro Mamba is about to die. That's the plan. The plan for Micro Mamba is to win on time. I don't think he's got enough time to win on time because he's going to lose in 1 move. And there he goes. There you go. We hear the cheer from another room. So, right, who we got next? Let's have a look. Next, Pure Treacle versus Mega Vibrant Taffy. You think you're being challenged by the whole room, do you? Let's go. Who you got next? No, right. Well, you play just better. So it doesn't really matter. If the others annoy him, it doesn't matter. There's a bit of talk of a bit of collusion and help going on in another room against Meat Shop Pup. I was going to have a look, but then we realised he's now got the best player in the room. So actually, anything anybody else says is likely to distract him. So anyway, let's carry on looking at this game. Guys, shh, the stream, please. Thank you. So next Pure Tricycle is 3 pawns up and looking like mating soon. Well, is he going to be able to do it? A bit of heckling there on the game. Just trying to see how. Oh, there we go. Oh, that didn't work. Does it work? It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It just throws away the pawn. White didn't. Oh, yes, he does. No, it does work. Sorry, I forget that the king's defending. King can't take rook. Being really stupid. So yeah, king can't take back the rook because king's defending the rook. So it is now going to be game over. It's just a matter of time. Bring the knight to here, maybe? No, king here. If you've got the king here and the knight comes out of the way, rook there's checkmate. The king there. Is there a better move? There's knight here. Yeah, king there covers this square. So, come on. King here, knight out of the way, rook checkmate. 3 moves to checkmate, and oh dear, he's gone for that move, which now this rook can stop it now. That doesn't achieve anything because that loses the knight if black can see it, but black didn't see it and he ran out of time. But nice try, white. Okay, the last round. Let's go and watch the big game. Meat Shop Pup wants to offer a draw. If I was Mad Delicate Draw, I'd say no because it means you're afraid. Meat Shop Pup says his head's not in the game. Okay. Both players developing and not really paying much attention to what the other is doing. So hopefully one of them won't make a mistake and we'll get into a good game. Black's just being a bit careful now. Okay, and here we go. We've got nice, good development going on here. We've got lots of pieces. So knights and bishops have all been developed in this game, unlike many of the other games. Okay, and they've been developed usually with 1 move rather than 2 or 3 moves. Okay, black's got his king to safety, so I'm liking. White has got a space advantage. Yeah, so you've got the 2 bishops. Black's got the 2 bishops now, and he's doubled white's pawns. White's got this horrible backward pawn here. He's not going to like me saying that because he's in the room. Psychologically, it can be quite hard if somebody's commentating your game while you're playing. Okay. So, no bishops, and game over now. Sorry, white. He's now a whole piece down. And a bit. Mad Delicate Draw has come away the victor of this tournament unless he does something catastrophically wrong, and I can't see it happening. These players are too good to actually do anything really stupid at this stage. And the black's just giving a little pawn away. Maybe we'll get some pieces into the game now. Interesting way to have done that. I'm not sure why he pushed that pawn, because he didn't really develop any of his own pieces. He pushed the white queen away, but what's one queen going to do against black's position? Nothing. Okay, so now white can develop the white bishop by taking a pawn at the same time. So the bishop and the queen can come out of play, although he hasn't got many squares to move that bishop to. Okay, so black's simplifying the position. He's making it so it's harder for white to come back because there's no queens. And white nobly resigns in this position. So we're going to probably end the stream there on that note. Well done to our winner for the tournament this week, who will be Mad Delicate Draw. Nobody else can get 5 out of 5. Congratulations to him. See you all next week. Are you still playing, Stooley? You, man to the end. You in? That was you, well done. Well,